Dear students, let us study chapter 18 of physics, and that is earthquakes. Children, we have all experienced earthquakes in our life. Now let us study what earthquakes are. An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth which lasts for a very short time. An earthquake is caused by the violent movements of rocks deep inside the earth's crust. Let us see some of the damaging effects of earthquakes. Earthquakes can cause immense damage to houses, other buildings, bridges, dams, and people. A lot of people get killed when they get buried under the debris of collapsed houses and other buildings during an earthquake. Earthquakes can also cause floods, landslides, and tsunamis. Let us see some examples of earthquakes that have occurred few years back. A major earthquake occurred in India on 26th January 2001 in Bhuj district of Gujarat. Another major earthquake occurred on 8th October 2005 in Uri and Tangdhar towns of North Kashmir. A great loss of human life and property occurred in both these earthquakes. A major tsunami caused by an earthquake occurred in the Indian Ocean on 26 December 2004. All the coastal areas around the Indian Ocean suffered huge loss of life and property during this tsunami. The other destructive natural phenomena, such as cyclones and lightning, can be predicted in advance to some extent so that we can get some time to take measures to protect ourselves and minimize the damage to life and property. But this is not so in the case of earthquakes. Children, natural phenomena can be divided into meteorological phenomena and geological phenomena. Meteorological phenomena like cyclones and lightning can be predicted in advance. However, geological phenomena like earthquakes cannot be predicted in advance, hence, it is very, very destructive. Earthquake is a destructive natural phenomenon which cannot be predicted in advance. Nobody can tell when and where an earthquake will occur. This unpredictable nature of earthquakes makes them even more dangerous. Let us understand what are foreshocks, main shocks, and aftershocks. An aftershock is a smaller earthquake that follows a larger earthquake in the same area of the main shock. In general, the larger the main shock, the larger and more numerous the aftershocks, and the longer they will occur. Foreshocks. Foreshocks are earthquakes that precede larger earthquakes in the same location. An earthquake cannot be identified as a foreshock until after a larger earthquake in the same area occurs. Look at this graph, children. This is magnitude on y-axis and time on x-axis. Look at the magnitude of main shock. It is much higher than foreshocks and aftershocks. Foreshocks are earthquakes that occur before the main earthquake. However, aftershocks are earthquakes that occur after the main shock. Let us see the effects of an earthquake. Damage to buildings, bridges, and dams can cause great loss of life, can cause floods and landslides. Sometimes earthquakes occur beneath the ocean floor. Such earthquakes lead to tsunami. So these are the damaging effects of an earthquake. Children, in our next video, I will explain you what causes earthquakes.